Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is IFMA's presentation on 5 things to know before picking your FM training provider. So this is all going to be about questions to ask yourself before investing in any sort of facility management training. So my name is Lauren Kruger. I am the Director of Sales Operations for IFMA. I have been with IFMA for 10 years. I started out in the membership department and have worked my way through to the professional development and sales department. So I've been with IFMA for quite some time. If at any point during this presentation you have questions about any of the upcoming events or membership or anything outside of training, I'm happy to answer those questions as well. And I am joining you today from Stavanger, Norway, which is why hopefully I'm able to bring this presentation to you at a time that is suitable. I love to see where everyone is joining in from. If you can type into the LinkedIn chat where you are tuning in from. I gave this presentation at 9 a.m. earlier today, and we had people from where do we have people from? We had people from Nigeria and Greece and Pakistan. We had someone from California, so I think it was pretty late where they were, but I'd love to hear where you are joining. So, and I want to mention also IFMA's regional representatives. Laura Payman is the managing director for IFMA EMEA, that's Europe, Middle East, and Africa. She is busy working on the upcoming IFMA World Workplace Europe that is happening at the end of March in Rotterdam. So hopefully if you are on the call and are attending that, hopefully I will see you there. I will be in attendance as well. Mahender Singh is the director for IFMA India, and CC Dai is the managing director for IFMA China. So all three of these IFMA representatives are excellent contacts to talk about anything you need as it pertains to sponsorships in the region or upcoming conferences and events, establishing an IFMA chapter in your country. These are excellent point of contacts. And I see we have someone joining from Senegal. Hello, welcome. So who is IFMA is the International Facility Management Association. And IFMA's vision is to lead the future of the built environment to make the world a better place. And the mission is to advance our collective knowledge, value, and growth for facility management professionals to perform at the highest level. IFMA has been in the industry for over 40 years, so we are the leading expert in FM. We have over 22,000 members in more than 100 countries and 139 chapters globally. So those chapters are going to be physical locations of IFMA, of the IFMA community in a city near you. We have chapters in Europe, as well as India and China, Africa. I know we've got a few chapters in Nigeria and Ghana. So if you are joining today from any of those regions and are interested in joining IFMA or the local chapter, you can do so by going to ifma.org and seeing what chapters are near you. And again, those chapters are a great way to network with other facility management professionals. A lot of chapters will have monthly meetings with events. So it's a great way to just network and connect with other professionals in your area. And the way the chapter membership worked, I saw a question just came through about chapter membership, is that you do have to join IFMA Global first. So you will join, you will pay the base dues to IFMA, and then you can add on a chapter if you want to join a chapter. It is not required, but you can join other chapters near you. It is required that you join at least one component when you join IFMA. So that could be a chapter or one of our councils or communities. Many people do pick chapters if there is a chapter located near you. So I wanted to bring up this very interesting insight from IFMA's annual survey that we conducted in 2022. And it was about what are the top challenges facing facility managers in 2023. So you'll see the number one challenge is return to work, hybrid work, followed by labor shortage, budgets and costs, recruitment and retention, education and development. At first glance, it seems these are pretty independent issues or challenges that facility managers face. But if you actually take a deeper look at these, you can see that all of these are very interconnected with each other. So while return to work, hybrid work may be top of mind for everyone in 2023, how do you do return to work? What equipment, what digitization or digital environments do you need for hybrid work to continue to engage employees? What technology? All of that can be found through resources, education and development. So you'll see all of that is very intertwined. And, what education and develop can you have if you don't have an organization that budgets for it as well? What is your succession plan for filling your role? Are you hiring other positions? You can see recruitment, budget, labor shortages, return to work, education and development. All of it is very interconnected with challenges that are facing facility managers in 2023. So this presentation is going to be about what to look for when considering facility management training. So there are many organizations out there that offer training in facility management. Some offer credentialing. So what do you need to look for when finding the right program that makes the most sense for you? One of those items you should be looking at is flexibility and accessibility of the program. Does this program have 24/7 online access? So are the materials online for you to go on to read, perhaps take any of, quizzes or the tests? Is it all online? And is it accessible? Can you access it easily from any, browser, computer, your office? How are you able to access it? And then how long can you access the materials? Is it for only a short time? Do you have, 1 year, 2 years? How long do you have to complete that program? What languages may be available in this program? If you are someone where English is not your first language, you may need to find a program that, has something translated directly into the language that you speak. Or does the program you're looking at offer other translations? And then what's the frequency and schedule of these programs? Some training programs or credentialing programs will only offer courses once a year or, once a quarter, and they're only in specific locations that you may have to travel to. How easy is that for you to do if you were to pick a program like that? So looking at what the frequency is of hosting these courses is going to be important as well. And then the length of time to complete the course. Are you looking at something that's going to take, 2 years and multiple recommendations from people to pursue? Or is this something that you can do online that you may be able to complete in as little as 6 months, or 1 year? All of that should be taken into consideration when you are looking at a training program in facility management. The next thing that you should be looking at is learning formats. So how do you learn best? Does this program need to be all online? Can you complete it online at your own time? What if you are struggling with some of the concepts? Do they have classroom courses led by an instructor that you can attend? Or do they have virtual courses that you might be able to attend? All of these are questions to ask yourself and look at when finding a program that makes the best decision for you. What are the options for learning the material? And if something goes wrong where you need extra help in learning those concepts, what other available resources do they have to help you complete that program? Training and support. So you may have decided on a program, you've purchased it. Now what do you do? You know, do they have study guides to help you go through this program? Is there someone you can call and ask questions to if you're having technical issues, or if you think, some of the content is not correct? You know, is there supplemental training that kind of any forums with others going through this program that you're able to talk to? Do you have a online community of individuals that are also going through this program, or have already come program that you can ask questions of or get additional mentorship from? And then, is there a feedback loop? So if if you find, some or the organization, so that they can take that feedback into consideration, use certain questions on the programs, or how the questions are written that may need to be reworked. So all of this is important when looking at programs. And then extensions. What happens if your access to these programs expire? So we all know FMs are extremely busy. Your time is valuable. If you get sidetracked and are not able to complete the program in time, are there extensions that are available that you can utilize, or do you have to completely pay for the program again? So all things to really look at and consider. And then benefits and proof. Are there any existing research showing the ROI of the training? Does the organization have testimonials and reviews of the programs? I know I personally don't buy anything without looking at the reviews of that product first. I want to make sure that other people who have purchased it are happy with it. If they had any issues, I'd like to know that beforehand. So all of this is extremely important when looking at a credentialing program. What are your fellow peers saying about it? What are their reviews and testimonials? Also, will you earn a credential out of this training, or are you earning a digital badge? Does the organization have a registry that shows that you have received that credential? All of this is also really important to think about, not only the items we talked about purchasing, but after the fact as well. Once you have this credential, what says that this credential is, the top credential in your industry? Do multiple people have this credential, or just a select few? So it's important to also think about how that credential stands in the industry as well. Which brings us to credibility, quality, and recognition. So, accreditation. Is this program accredited? Accreditation speaks to the quality of the provider's standards, courses, and processes. Does this organization create original content? What's their reputation in the market? Have they been around for over 40 years, or are they new? They've been in the industry for 5. Um, do they factor international standards into the courses? And then how many people have completed the program? Again, is it, 50 people that has this credential, or is it 15,000 people that have this credential. Very important to all consider when finding a training program. So, why choose IFMA's trainings? We adapt to your training needs. We listen to you and the experts. So we have that feedback loop with our students who are going through our programs. We are constantly updating the learning materials. So we provide a global job task analysis that is reviewed by subject matter experts that creates these programs. So these subject matter experts who are practicing facility managers who have been in the industry for many, many, many years have reviewed the feedback from this survey and have defined IFMA's 11 core competencies of facility management. And these are what make up the training and education programs of IFMA. So we're constantly listening to what is happening within the facility management job roles and responsibilities. We're listening to feedback on the actual programs and the learning systems themselves. We're utilizing cutting edge technology and methodology for creating these training courses. And our programs are very flexible. So we offer complete online learning. We have classroom courses, virtual trainings available. We do have those online communities where you can network with other individuals who are going through the credentialing programs or have already the credential that you can speak with. And then IFMA's credentials are ANSI ANAB accredited. So again, there's that third party that has come in to review all of the policies and procedures that IFMA has, everything that was used to create those credentialing programs. And they've said, yes, IFMA is an approved ANSI ANAB accredited organization. So these programs meet the quality and standards needed for a certificate and a certification program. And that gives you added value and an extra assurance that the credential that you have is stands in the market. So it gives you that extra assurance that the credential that you are receiving from IFMA is a credential that meets the level of standard and quality needed. So I'm going to briefly discuss IFMA's training and credentialing programs. I want to clarify that this is not all that IFMA offers. We also offer a number of smaller training courses that are available on our course catalog. These are going to be the credentialing and the training programs that are going to also help you progress into a career path. So if we take a look at the beginner level, the essentials of facility management, this is a training program. It is not a credential, and it's going to be for those who are new to facility management or in a facility management adjacent role. So we like to say that these individuals have less than 1 year of experience within facility management or none at all. So this is a 10 module series that is going to introduce you to the role of a facility manager. What are the key tasks of a facility manager? What is the terminology used within the facility management department and world? What are some of those supervisory roles, that management side of facility management? So this is to help broaden your understanding of facility management and prepare you for a management role within facilities. The FMP is going to be our skilled level here. This is the facility management professional. This is for individuals seeking to gain knowledge of standards and best practices. So this is a training program. This is a credential. It is a certificate program, and it is to help you gain additional knowledge in the foundational competencies. So you heard me say that IFMA has defined 11 core competencies of facility management. The FMP is going to give you additional training in the 4 foundational competencies. So those are leadership and strategy, operations and maintenance, finance and business, and project management. All 4 of those courses, when taken and the final assessments passed, result in the FMP credential. Then you're going to see our proficient level. This is the other core competencies that make up the 11. So these are going to be the other 7 core competencies. And these are for facility professionals who want to round out their skills across the FM body of knowledge. This is going to complete your understanding of all 11 core competencies in FM. So you have the ability to pick and choose which competency you may want more training in. So if you are someone who wants additional training in communications, you can pick the communications competency to do that program online. And then you'll see our authority level, which is our SFP, our Sustainability Facility Professional. So this is for facility professionals who already have a strong foundation in FM knowledge. So we like to say that you should have a understanding of the foundational competencies. And that's because the SFP builds upon those foundational competencies. So you do have to know about operations and maintenance, finance and business, project management, leadership, because the SFP is going to talk about implementing sustainable practices within the facility, within those competencies. So it's a lot of O&M focus, so operations and maintenance and sustainable practices within operations and maintenance, but it also addresses current topics right now that you're seeing in the world today with sustainability. So circular economy, SDGs, ESGs. So all of this is covered within the SFP. This is a very hot topic right now that's happening in the world right now. So if you are someone who wants to know what is the next step in your career, what is something that can make you stand out, maybe be a leader in your organization for sustainable change, the SFP is absolutely the credential that you should be looking at. And then we have our master level, the CFM, the Certified Facility Manager. This is for experienced professionals who meet eligibility requirements. So you do have to have at least 5 years of experience within facility management and within the majority of those 11 competencies before you can apply for the CFM exam. And when you apply for that CFM exam and you pass that exam, you are demonstrating your mastery of 11 competencies through knowledge and experience. So this is a computer-based exam where you do have to go to the testing center, take the exam. Once you've passed that exam, you have that CFM. So that exam is testing your knowledge of all 11 competencies, as well as the application of your knowledge. So it's going to be not just about, it's not a training program. It is verifying your knowledge through this exam. So it is a certification. Someone is asking, what do you mean by FM experience? Do you consider someone who is experienced in operations and maintenance only is working within FM? So experience is going to be, are you within an FM role within your organization? If you only work in operations and maintenance, that's still experience within FM. If you're looking at the CFM exam and you want to understand what your eligibility is, if you have more than 5 years, then, but it's only within OM, you may not feel comfortable or be ready to sit for that exam, because we do expect 5 years of experience within the majority of those 11 competencies. So if you have any questions at all about your experience in applying for the CFM exam, you can contact IFMA. We will walk you through what your experience is and let you know, yes, you would be able to apply for the CFM, or no, you may need to look at some other courses or some additional experience in the field before you're ready to apply for that CFM exam. The CFM is the only one that has eligibility requirements. There are no other eligibility requirements for the other programs. We like to say that you should, for the FMP, maybe have at least a year of working within FM, because you're going to need that experience in order to understand some of the concepts within the FMP program. It's very helpful. But again, there is no eligibility requirement. So if you want to dive into the FMP first thing, you absolutely can do that. If maybe you want to get a understanding of what FM is, you can start with the essentials and then work your way up to the FMP. So there's different paths you can choose, and we are here to talk with you as well to get an understanding of what your experience is and help you find which program may be the excuse me. I am getting over being sick, and so I have a lingering cough. So you to which program may be a place to start looking. It doesn't mean if you take the survey and it recommends the FMP to you, it doesn't mean that may be the credential you want to start at or should start at, but it's a place for you to explore further. It's saying, you're from what you're telling us in this survey, the FMP might be a place for you to start, but take a deeper look. Is this right for you? So this is just to point you in a direction to say, to understand where to start looking among IFMA's programs. And I want to briefly mention IFMA's education training affiliate partners. So you heard me say that all of IFMA's programs are online. You can complete all of them online yourself at home, but we also offer classroom training for these courses as well as virtual instructor led training. And we can bring this to a city near you because we work with education training partners globally. So these are organizations that IFMA has vetted, has an established relationship with to provide IFMA's courses to that city or country. So it is very important, if you are looking at an organization that says that they are providing training for IFMA's program, please make sure that they are an education training affiliate of IFMA. There are organizations out there saying that they are conducting IFMA's training courses, but many of them are not approved by IFMA. So if you attend one of those, I cannot guarantee you what or who that organization is. I can't guarantee you who the instructor is teaching you the material. And I can't guarantee you what material you're even receiving from that organization. If you attend an IFMA course through an approved training affiliate of IFMA, you can be confident that the instructor teaching that course is an approved IFMA qualified instructor. That organization is approved to teach IFMA's courses, and they are purchasing the material directly from IFMA. So the material you're receiving is IFMA material. So please take a look at this website to see who our partners are, or you can reach out to IFMA directly and ask the question if you come across an organization claiming to provide IFMA training. So thank you for joining me today with this program. You can take advantage of some special savings we have going on for this month. You can use FM Training 100 to receive 100 US dollars off the FMP bundle, the SFP program, or the 7 core competency course bundle. You can purchase that as well and receive 100 US dollars off. And then if you were interested in the essentials or one of those competency courses, you can receive 50 US dollars off of those as well. These are available through the end of February. You do not have to be a member to do any of IFMA's training programs. You do receive a discount. There is a member price for each of IFMA's training programs. So you do receive a discount already when you are a member of IFMA, but it is not required to be a member of IFMA to do any of the training. Okay, I think that is all the questions I had. If there's anything else that anybody thinks of, you can type it into the LinkedIn chat and I will be monitoring it and go back and answer all the questions writtenly as well. Please contact IFMA if you have any questions at all. And if you have a colleague that is also interested, we do offer discounts for 2 or more. So if you have a colleague, that is interested as well, you guys can also receive a discount on the program. So please reach out to IFMA for any of those discounts for 2 or more. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. My colleagues in the United States is going to be conducting this presentation as well at 11 a.m. Central Time. So you can also watch this then as well. One quick question, you all can log off or you can hang on. Someone asked, is there study material for the CFM exam? Yes. Any one of those 11 competency courses that I mentioned are going to help you prepare for the CFM exam, since the CFM exam covers all 11 competencies. So you do have to have knowledge in all 11 competencies to sit for that exam. So any one of those competency courses can help you prepare. IFMA also offers a practice CFM exam test. That is a computer-based exam, and that is just because if you do well on that, it does not mean you'll do well on the CFM exam. That practice test is to help give you some experience in a computer-based exam, as well as understand the questions and how those questions are asked on the exam. So that's what that practice exam is for, but that's available there as well. All right. There's always lots of questions about the CFM. So I know it can be a little bit confusing because it is different. It is a certification where you do need to go take an exam at a physical location. No training is required for the CFM exam, but of course, people do want to feel prepared to sit for that exam, and any one of IFMA's courses can help you prepare for that exam. Okay, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we do these presentations monthly, so hopefully you will see me next month as well. Thank you.